Ebusi an wo say my ekoso social media ne so ene de etwa guo na ka me correct say ensem bi ba na ye hu say ye nya this form of social media na bibi ba na etwa gu sa na ka me correct say ya na ensem a ye ni anko hu na de ensem akese ba enti ensem akese ye de ba bie no ya na emu ngonwa kakra emu ahwere mo te ma say ane enti ye hu say yankasa ye former finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta ne hu nsem aba pa ye twem say ora ofoyi edi ni di ekoye ne ye de come special prosecutor akese eja ben no no so kire mu ne ekoso ewo abrabo yi mu ne amanfo sika bi akosha amanfo to eni obi a wono ase kire se wono nya de obetumi abasisei eti yenya ne ho abotre na se Ghana for kire it looks weird enye easy sa enough form ebusia ensem no bi no ekamia etisa amanfo bi su se sika kese kese ayebo din Ghana kodua man ekamia etisa enye nipa wako ene edise scan eno na black rasta ACC dua kase no kwasem ne se Ken Ofori-Atta sika bebrebe a yechiri mu se afa ne sase sika bebrebe a operation recover all loot for atwe krata de ato so mu chire mu se e wo so otumi be ya no ho ne nyo no nkwan ne di onu kwa ntimi ni se skar mani nyeye esanse ne kaze ne na rado na kwa Akufo-Addo sebe mpeduasa na no manimu a sebe onyansani ba kwa owiase mu nyina nti yempen su King Solomon one ne na rado kwa Akufo-Addo efisa mafo bebe na atu ni fo saa but because hu ne hu se onu pe ne kan kora onu pe ne nim nyansa nti no wantie futuo ni enti one Ken Ofori-Atta ene di ska no emane sai adafo no aha penax bass ma kwaba eba platform yi so se wo your first timer on subscribe ya epacho no subscribe my say be ya ye ma update for bia won sa betimi aka yenti ese ma black rasta edituja.
His very inefficient way of handling the economy. My brother, my sister, the arrogant president decided that every other person was wrong. He was the only person right. And I need us to open our ears clearly and eyes as well. Now, OSP has decided to summon the former finance minister who was elevated into a higher position after claims of corruption and malfeasance were leveled against him. His cousin, the president, in his own wisdom, I don't want to use the other word, wisdom in quotes, decided to elevate him, promote him, after the whole Ghana, including members of his own party, some of who were MPs, decried his very inefficient way of handling the economy. My brother, my sister, the arrogant president decided that every other person was wrong. He was the only person right alongside his own cousin, Ken Ofori-Atta. Today, the OSP, who was almost hounded out of office, who claimed that there were bullet holes in his house, the extravagant OSP, my brother, my sister, is one of the most extravagant offices we have in this country. Bulletproof cars, houses are also bulletproof, and so on and so forth. His team is a money guzzling team. A team of people who are only ready to guzzle Ghana's resources in the name of fighting corruption. I was a fan of this OSP until he turned the OSP's office into a money guzzling machine. Bulletproof cars worth several thousands of American dollars. My brother, my sister, all in the allegation that some people were after his life. Well, let's put that aside and look at the matter that is substantial right now. Very substantial to us. Very evidential. Very important to us. And what has been given to us in evidence. My brother, my sister. Now the smoking gun is this. Ken Ofori-Atta is not in the country. And he claims that he's out there for medical reasons. Number two, Ken Ofori-Atta, my brother, my sister, has made it clear that he's out of the country, not to return anytime soon. In other words, it is infinite. Thirdly, my brother, my sister, may I just say this? Ken Ofori-Atta claims that he's out of the country for medical reasons. It's an indictment on this government. And when I say this government, I mean his government that just left power. My brother, no hospital in Ghana is able to treat whatever disease this man has. Remember in the days of COVID, he didn't see any Ghanaian medical person worthy enough to deal with his medical situation. He flew out of this country at a time that the nation was seriously hemorrhaging. These are the people who are very quick to quote Bible verses, holier than thou, holier than the Pope. Yet, my brother, my sister, corruption allegations are slapping their cringing brows right now as we speak. Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, Honorable Member of Parliament for North Tongue, has made it clear before they became, the incumbent right now. He said he does not see why any politician, and for that matter, government appointee, leaving this country on a medical journey. In other words, medical tourism. My brother, my sister, what happened to our numerous hospitals? Why don't these so-called big men who we voted into power and who we pay with our tax money don't have any respect for the Ghanaian doctor? All of them are running out of the country to treat common sicknesses and diseases like catarrh. A lot of them are running out of this country, my brother, my sister, with no respect for any hospital in this country. Today, Ken Ofori-Atta collapsed the economy, and anytime we agitated, he quoted 2 Bible verses, and all of us, being so religious yet not spiritual, will keep quiet because this is a man who believes in the Bible. My brother, my sister, listen to this attentively. I am so excited that the Mahama government is going raw with all these guys. Under normal circumstances, it would always be a game of chess. If it's your time to move, then you would move. If it is your time to play, then you play. But now it looks like the tables have turned and there's a new story. I'm glad Ken Ofori-Atta is going to answer finally. My brother, these were the vampires of our economy. They had money coming in anytime they borrowed on the heads of the Ghanaian people. Under the weight of debt, Ken Ofori-Atta and his people succeeded in pushing a lot into early graves. Poverty, so rife in this country. They continue to borrow and borrow and borrow and borrow. If this was in the days of Rawlings, some of these people would go through kangaroo courts and have bullets very, very comfortably lodged in their brains. My brother, my sister, if this was in 1979, a lot of these people would be castrated, including Akufo-Addo. There is no way Ken Ofori-Atta would have to answer for corruption if Nana Addo is not part of it. After all, when everybody was crying that the man was inefficient and for that matter should be kicked out, Nana Addo decided to promote him under pressure. Therefore, whatever lashes he's supposed to get, Nana Addo should be part of this. It doesn't matter how old. Even if Nana Addo is 170 million years, he still can be flogged. After all, corruption has no... What's the word? My brother, my sister, corruption has no excuse. I congratulate the OSP. Run after this and deal with it. As for Ken Ofori-Atta not returning to this country, my brother, don't let it be an excuse. He's in America. Trump is very happy to return him here anytime. One of the things I like about Trump, just write a letter to the American people and tell them that there's a corrupt individual that you're running after, Trump will put him in a private jet, deliver him signed and sealed to you in good condition. I want to see some of these people suffer for what they did to the ordinary Ghanaian. But as we are running after the big weeks, let us not forget about this other lady who ran out also on the same allegation of corruption. She ran out and she said she was going to a hospital to treat her sickness, also in America. Do we all remember who I'm talking about? The Maslock lady. Let's not forget all this. Nana